Hello, hello. I am doing the streamy thing. I am going to have to figure out how to get all my chats going in the right spot so I can see everything. Un momento. Okay, I think chats are roughly situated. Okay. Now to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I need a massive source of sand. No, not water. Okay. Oh dear, out of power again. Ooh, that stream quality is lovely. I should figure out what's up with that. Output stream. Because that does look ever so lovely. Let's see if that helps at all. Alright, so I think I need to reset the stream after doing that. No, I do not. And that appears to be a little bit better, if a lot slower. Okay, let's see how that goes. There we go. Alright, so we are doing the thing. It's still not keeping up with water, but that's okay-ish. It'll survive. Alright, so what am I doing for power? Because that windmill ain't cutting it. that was loud. Alright. Enough checks up together. So, what the hell am I doing? I've got plenty of bog earth in here, and it's not... Oh, it's planting. It's just very slowly planting. Okay. Okay. So, let's see about doing some exploration, perhaps? How am I doing on food? I'm okay on this one, but I'm not eating it nearly as often as I should. Probably should do that a little bit. I see you sneaking up in here, White. Yeah, advertisements are the devil. Oh, great! I decided to go exploring right when it gets to nighttime. Okay, let's go fix that. Did I bring my bed over? I did not bring my bed over. Unless I have my bed in my pocket. I don't have my bed in my pocket. Okay. So, White, welcome to my fancy abode. Let's start off as this is my little cabin. And I had to branch out from there. Got my little farm going and all that stuff. See? Pretty farm. Pretty farm. Then I made my blacksmith shop here for the embers, all that fun stuff. I'm not sure on this pack still. I'm enjoying a little bit of the challenge, but there's some really interesting design decisions. For example, hard tech locking early metal acquisition to embers in a beta form of the mod that is highly buggy, and Ellicent himself has basically said, yeah, that's not a good version. That's why I scrapped the entire system and rebuilt it for the next version. So hard tech locking down to a mod of this caliber that just wasn't finished seemed an odd choice to me. It's doable, but, you know, it's a thing. This is 110. Yeah, 110.2. So this is like the first version of Embers. So it's got some of the basic core materials in, but it just isn't finished. And the whole method of acquiring Ember at Bedrock is in, but difficult to acquire, because you've got this atmospheric gauge that you have to work on, and supposedly there are high concentrations of Ember that are available, but I have yet to find any, so I'm dealing with picking up scraps off of the ground. No, why Craft of the Titans? No. I'm already kind of giving up on expert mode right now, because it's just... it's odd. So there's the Embers decision first off that I was talking about, the decision on tech locking down to an undocumented and incomplete mod. And then there comes rock hounding. Rock hounding is this lovely bugger, and the only documentation that I can find for this is an in-game book that literally does nothing other than explain what ores are available in the world. It doesn't tell you anything about how to use them. And then out of game documentation, I can only find information on what appears to be a very old version, none of which really applies to what's currently in this pack. So this is a hard lock. I mean, I cannot do anything else. I can do early industrial craft stuff. I can do some basic RF stuff, but not much. And then there's rock hounding. So things like, let's go with alloy smelter. So an alloy smelter is locked down to tungsteel ingot, which is made in this metal alloyer out of steel dust, tungsten dust, chromium dust, and cobalt dust. So cobalt, obviously, from the ender, or from the nether, and then chromium and tungsten dust only come from this mod in the form of tungsten. I have some there. Cobalt you get. So I mean, this is the entire periodic table basically. And what you do is you go into this lab oven and you cook up water plus sulfur-bearing compound into sulfuric acid, and then you have to cook the sulfuric acid into either hydrochloric acid or hydrofluoric acid using salt, which, by the way, is only accessible by Overworld. They disabled the Pam's Harvestcraft crafting method, so that's lovely. And then hydrofluoric acid is either through these fluorite shards or through grinding up granite in the mineral sizer. So you need all three of those liquids. You need sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, and hydrofluoric acid, of which you only get 500 millibuckets per shot for each one of these things. So just to get the first bucket of sulfuric acid, you need 6 sulfur plus 6 glass, or sorry, 3 glass for 2. And that's just for the first bucket of sulfuric acid, of which you need 2 additional. So you need 3 full buckets of sulfuric acid, so you can get a bucket of hydrochloric and a bucket of hydrofluoric acid, just so that you can process them in this mineral analyzer, which needs all 3 chemicals. Plus it needs, on top of that, this stuff here, which is energized fuel blend, which you get 9 of for redstone, glowstone, and coal. This stuff essentially converts within the machine to RF, but it only gives you 500 RF per energized fuel. So you already have a massive resource buy-in before you can even start to process your ores. And once you start processing your ores, you get these little shards, which you can see they're 43% copper and 35% chromium. So in one of these shards, you get 43% of a single copper dust and 35% of a single chromium dust. So it's, oh my god, it is insanely frustrating. Once you get past the point of feeding the fuel into the machines, and you've got enough materials, mostly in the form of chromium, you can then make these induction heating furnaces, which allow RF intake. So once you push past that initial buy-in, it becomes a little bit more sanity-inducing, because it requires a bunch of iron and nichrome, which is made from nickel, chromium, and iron. So and you get 9 of it. So I mean, it's a decent enough return, but it's so resource intensive, and you constantly have to feed it these liquids. I've already gone through 2 buckets each of the acids, and this is all I've managed to gather right here. This is it. I ran out of syngas, which, by the way, is the other liquid that you have to process in here from water plus coal. So that's 2 of these test tubes to make 1 of these carbon compounds, and 1 of those test tubes is 6 coal. So just to make 1 of these things, it's 12 coal to be able to produce, what is it? 500 millibuckets. Wonderful. So 24 coal to make 1 bucket of syngas, which lasted me up till this point because I have not made more of it. So all I've gotten is 6 iron, 9 copper, etc. I haven't gotten much out of my 12 coal investment. Plus, I think it's been at least 12. So sorry, 24 coal, at least 12, if not 15 plus sulfur and salt and granite and all of that nonsense. So you can kind of see where my frustration is kicking in here. because everything else is locked down to all of the various alloys that you can make from everything that you're getting out of here. So it's even a random chance about which alloy materials you're getting, and I'm just going insane with this mod. And that was all figured out through a Reddit post of someone else who was going insane, and essentially figured out the hard way and ended up writing up this long, complicated diagram of how to process everything. So, I mean, I can see it being automated in the future, but I don't have easy access to sulfur, I don't have easy access to salt, I don't know where I'm going to get a vast majority of these resources to even be able to process enough ores to do what I need to do. So it's been a nightmare. It's been a fun-ish nightmare, but I'm not sure how much more I can take of this thing. I don't know how better it gets, honestly. And then my other challenge is steel. Everything else is locked behind steel. And to make steel, where are we? There we are. The only options I can find that are reasonably acquirable, I mean, I can't make the arc furnace, obviously, because I need steel to make that. This furnace is disabled. The blast furnace is disabled from IC2. So there's casting, but there's no alloying recipe, so you can't alloy in the smeltery. So the only options that I've got are mechanism. No. Yeah, mechanism has to be made from the steel dust, I believe. So blast furnace is my only option that I can tell. So if I look at blast furnace, my options here are purple blocks. So I can't even get steel until I go to the end and fight the dragon, and then go wander through the islands on the end to find the purple required, or the chorus fruit. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about getting stuff I need. I mean, this bow is really nice now that I've made it, so I might have a chance against the dragon. But I don't have any decent armor that I can access. And then if I look at the different armor options, I might be able to push my way through Abyssal Craft, but I don't know it very well. So I'd have to do a lot of research on that. Otherwise, I've been just dealing with mob drop armors, which are okay, I guess. They're not too terribly bad because the mechanism armors are pretty decent. But yeah, I'm not really sure where to go from here. Psi is locked down to steel. We can't start that with iron right now, so I can't do Psi yet. Britannia is a fun one. Britannia Living Rock is locked down to greenhouse blocks from forestry. So greenhouse blocks from forestry are bricks, and then these camouflage paneling, which is ash, which you can only get from cooking up peat. So I had to start up my peat farm, which I've got going. And then sawdust, which I'm not entirely sure how to do that even. And then biomass, which means I need to get a fermenter. It's nuts. I can't even begin Britannia yet. I thought I could. I had this all ready to go to get started, and then I got stopped by Living Rock, so never mind. So, after all of my running out of breath, I did build stuff. I mean, I'm enjoying actually building machines to do things. I've got my windmill here. I've got my semi-automation going that looks kind of neat for my peat farm. I mean, I'm enjoying, but I'm going crazy. I'm honestly thinking I just need to dive straight at the end, which means I need to find the end. So I've been attempting to collect pearls, but I don't think I have too terribly many of them. Oh, also this, by the way, I found out that lightning strikes will kill all of my wood. So my primary building over there, my little hut that I started with, has been slowly getting chewed to death by lightning. So I've got 16 pearls. I could probably go try to find the end and see what I can find. see, can I grind up glaze? Probably should just look for the powder. Let's see. 1 rod for 2, bee produce, Abyssal transmutation, which I don't understand. Sagmill ain't happening, crusher ain't happening, this crusher is disabled, and macerator gets me 5. Okay, macerator. Huzzah! So I will do 10 pearls and see if I can find the end. And then hope this bow is enough to keep me through. So, now that I have explained some of the problems that I have with this pack, I haven't even found all of the problems with this pack, how would you say Craft of the Titans is better? Because Craft of the Titans, I mean, if it's a hard mode pack, sure, fine, whatever, I can probably do that. But what makes it superior to this tech lockdown nightmare that I've got going on here? Ooh. Weird freeze. Okay. Alright. And pearls. Let's go sleep. And let's bring my bed with me. This is nice, however, this inactive respawn obelisk. I don't know why it says inactive, but whatever. This got added, or they recommended this thing to start your spawn, since, by the way, in case you didn't notice, white beds are locked down to creosote wood block. So, yeah, you couldn't even get a bed until you got the ability to get creosote oil. So, screw that nonsense. There's an end game in the pack. Okay. Nothing super crazy, but still locked down. I mean, I could give it a shot. After the experience I'm having with this pack, I mean, I do enjoy the beginning. I enjoy the beginning of the pack. I enjoyed learning a little bit about Crossroads, even though this was all I needed from Crossroads before it said you don't need this anymore, so that was kind of a silly little jaunt into a useless part of the pack. This was literally needed to make the first, like, 5-10 copper ingots maybe, and that was it before you moved on to embers. So I found this to be unnecessary. I could have done that with just embers. But I mean, I'm enjoying the first part of the pack. You know me already. I enjoy the farming aspect, so I've been enjoying just, you know, farming and keep myself alive, and that's all been fun. And I'm very well situated in where I'm at. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm set for life for foods. I've got all of the different crops that I need to make the top tier foods, except for meat, and I've got tofu, so I can do that if I really wanted to. I could probably delve more into roots, because I have not done that really, but it doesn't appear to be mandatory to anything. Dawnstone, so it got locked behind embers for a little bit of it, but I don't know how to use roots. I mean, these armors might be good, might not be. I don't know. I think the Sylvan robe is supposed to be on par with Diamond, I think. Apparently the Defender is on par with Diamond, but I don't know if I even have the means to make that right now. So roots might be an option, but I don't really care for any of the spells in roots, so eh. Creative items as rewards. Interesting. This actually does have a few creative things that you can make, but you'll love this. So let's find a creative thing that we can make. Yeah, that's just a painting recipe. Where are you, creative things? There's one. Creative fluid source from pressure pipes. To do this, you need demonically gargantuan drums, which, as you can tell, is a little bit annoying to make, but not that bad. Although Draconium, I don't even want to know how bad Draconium is in this pack. But then there's the ATM star. If you remember Project Ozone and its really obnoxious crafting recipe for the whatever the top tier item was, this is a runic altar recipe for a stick sword, which, by the way, is a pair of octuple compressed sticks. So that's lovely. Dragon head, nether star block, fireproof ebony wood, advanced power cell, crystal cluster from blood magic, a full rainbow generator, an opinium core, which is not too... Okay, so it's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible. Okay, never mind. That's bad. And then quantum solar panel, which obviously is lovely, and then octuple compressed cobblestone. So this is on par with whatever the infinity stuff was in that pack, yeah. And then these are used to make everlasting guilty pool, creative flux capacitor, creative RF source, creative mill, etc. So it's got that end game, which I guess is technically end game, but the insanity of making all that stuff would probably drive me to want to never play Minecraft again. So probably not ever going to do that. I might not give up on this pack. I might try to muscle through it. Maybe once I figure out the rock hounding to a better degree, or maybe if I just figure out what I need to focus on in rock hounding to make the rest of my life easier. Maybe. Ooh, refined storage locked behind blood magic. Now I know blood magic is in this pack as well, but I don't know what locks up. I'm sure it locks some crazy stuff up. Let's see. Oh, blank runes. So I know I need some of those. Haha. Blank runes are locked behind heavy impact into to Botania, forestry, more Botania, and roots, plus darkstone, which means I have to go into a dark. Nah, that's not a problem. So just to get basic blank ruins, that's fun. Block of Abyssal Knight. Oh god, I've got to do Abyssal Craft to a pretty decent degree before I can even start blood magic. Oh, my chest, it hurts. It hurts so bad. I was hoping to avoid Abyssal Craft, but apparently they made that pretty mandatory in this. Oh, my sadness. Okay. Oh, that's right. Fusion crafting. Fusion crafting's not too horrible. Of course. Reverent energy core requires octatics, which is empowered emeretic crystal. Ludicrite, which means I've got to get a. Oh no, that's the standard Ludicrite recipe. That's not bad. Although this recipe for octatic capacitor makes me sad, because that means I have to get nether stars before I can even get an octatic capacitor. This pack makes me sad. That was interesting sounds outside. Hang on, hoping I don't die. Just a moment while I check the weather to see how terrifying it is around me. Okay, that's not too terribly pleasant around me, but not terrifying. Okay, I'll keep that open in the background just in case. Okay, back to crying over spilt recipes. An Empower, I mean, that's the standard Empower recipe, that's not bad. Tier 5 altar into a meteor ritual. When the meteor hits, it has a controller. All terminals fortified. Wow. That's fascinating. I like that they were even able to customize the meteor strike to that degree. That sounds pretty damn impressive, actually. Although getting to that meteor ritual is fun, quote unquote. Now, I've done blood magic before, full automated everything, so I could do that if needed. So yeah, you got any recommendations on what I can do to move forward here? Biggest hurdling points right now are RF, and then sulfur, and salt, I think. So sulfur, centrifuge, sulfur. Oh, interesting. Fascinating. So sulfate and sulfide minerals can be centrifuged into sulfur dust. Yes, you do actually see cheat modes on, and there have been multiple reasons for that. Ultimately, I keep the cheat mode on now because this pack has been such a raging pain in the dick that I have had to cheat a couple times to get past certain points. There have been parts where items have glitched out and disappeared. There have been cases of mobs that have just gone vanished and killed me out of pure spite. And frankly, some of it has been me not wanting to have to walk an incredibly long period of time to go back and pick something up that I forgot. So I will cheat the item in, and then once I get back to base, I will delete all of the resources that would have made that item for me, like, I don't know, a shears while I'm out exploring, that kind of stupid stuff. Mostly that's for my own sanity. This pack has been driving me nuts enough as it is that I'm perfectly willing to do some minor cheats just to save me some time and sanity. I don't want to run 100 chunks away only to find out that I forgot an item and don't want to have to run all the way back to get it. So yes, a little bit of cheating. I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with it. I'm being 100% legit in the resources that I'm spending. I'm just not being 100% legit in the time that I am spending, because this pack has enough of a time sink in it as it is. You, however, missed the long explanation of rock hounding, so I will forgive you in not understanding the full psychosis behind this pack. And I won't bother explaining it right now, because it will just make me sad again. So hopefully that's enough of an explanation for you on the cheating thing. If not, I understand. Not everyone enjoys any form of cheating for any reason. That's fine. Yeah, White, I'm gonna try the dragon. I'm gonna see. I got lost in talking to the point where I need to sleep again, and I'm gonna go see if I can find the dragon. Probably need to get a slightly better piece of armor for that. I don't think I need much, but I need something because my chest piece is just about shot. So, where are we going? That way. Okay. Of course, it had to drop inside of my building. Blade, you know, I don't know what's wrong. He attracts a lot of trolls, that poor guy. And he's too nice, really, to do too much about it. Alright, So we're probably going this way for quite some time. Oh, how I hate mud in swamps. Let's continue on this direction and do that. Yep. Hopefully 10 pearls is enough. I know the portal is surrounded by 16-ish? I think it's 16. Ah. Okay, so that means I'm probably going to have to go around this mountain. And that mountain. Maybe through the mountain. No, I really don't want to go through that mountain. Actually, let's see if I can slime my way up-ish. Deputy Sheriff for 7 years. That's impressive. I'm sure you saw your fair share of crazy bullshit that people are capable and happy to do. Okay, so I am on top of said mountain. And we have quite the view from here. I do not want to launch my pearl from here and never be able to find it again, so I'm just going to go that way. Whee! Okay, Pearl, where'd we go? Okay, that was weird. So we're still going this way. We're still going this way. Oi. Oi. There we go. So it's not hard because of the recipes, but it does sound like it's hard in progression because it still does make you go through some pretty serious high-end stuff to get somewhere. How is it on the ore processing progression? Like, do you have to do weird stuff like ore processing through blood magic, or do they give you access to ore processing machines fairly early on, or how does that work? The fudge. Apparently I'm being assaulted. You know, I don't want to go through this whole rigmarole of slime infestations, but I do want some slime, so I'll take it. That'll do. Let's do some of this. I forgot which one is my... There we go. You can go there, you can go there. I don't have a boat. I should do that. Fine. Go away. Oh, 3x in a smeltery. Wow, okay. You know, I actually miss an old progression for that. I don't know if you remember, there was a mod that was a companion to Tinker's Smeltery, an add-on. And it was... frack, I don't even remember what it was called, but it added a tall version of the smeltery that you would use to make steel, and that was your 3x processing option. I really liked that because it added a very clear progression of smeltery. Because Tinker's really doesn't have progression as much. You make tools, you make smeltery, you're done. That's why I like adding things like Iguana's Tinker Tweak so you can level your weapons, and the whatever that high furnace is called for the Tinker's add-on that adds the second thing. So yeah, I like Tinker's though. I do. I was making a boat. Oh, that's right. I can't make the. This one's fun. You'll like this. Crafting station. Check the recipe on this bugger. Planks, crafting table, and an item pump from embers and a redstone torch. So that was a fun bit of progression. Okay, Pearl, tell me where I'm going. Yeah, I figured. Where'd my Pearl go? There's a Pearl. Alright, I need to find just a hair more wood so I can make my boat. I wasn't expecting to need a boat, because I've been doing fine not going across water up until this point. Oh, great. The hard part is the mobs. Did they at least fix the problem where you swing at grass instead of mobs? Because that's the worst possible addition in 1.10, and I think it started with 1.8 with the combat update, where your swing is slowed and the grass takes precedence over the mobs, so you end up swinging at nothing most of the time. And I absolutely hate that. It's the worst possible thing that they've ever done to Minecraft. There we go, and a boat. Swimming, swimming, swimming. Blood moons. Oh god, they build walls, so it's just like, invasion. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Why on earth would anyone do that? Blood moons and invasion style mob intelligence. Creeper fish, hero boss mobs. Sigh. Sigh, sigh, sigh. Alright, let's park the boat. Pearl. That way. Oh, my pearl broke. Sad face. Alright. Lost. There we go. So just out of curiosity, are you seeing that terrible pixelation on the stream as well? I'm assuming you are, because I'm seeing it on my side. And I don't necessarily know the settings to fix that yet. Yay! Removing 110 combat and making it real combat again. That's delightful to hear. That's mandatory. I mean, they seriously messed up combat when they did that. Yeah, still this away. Oh, that pearl broke too. Oh, terrible luck. Okay. So if you have any idea on fixing that pixelating, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll bug Blade about his settings because his quality always seems to be pretty good. Oh, and here I thought it wasn't going to go very far, but it was just rubber banding. Why are you rubber banding, by the way? You're not supposed to rubber band on a personal server. Alright, it is sleepy bedtime. Where am I, by the way? Oh dear. That's quite the journey. Quite the map. Quite the journey map. Haha. Okay, I'm done. Go, my little pearl, go. Oh, we're changing directions, and generally a change in directions is a good sign, because that means that we're getting closer enough that it has to hone in a little bit. I think my computer's having issues with the world gen that's going on right now. Oh, but theoretical astrophysics is a fun topic. Don't you know about quantum entanglement that might lead to wormholes that could travel, at the very least, messages across the galaxy, if not, you know, matter and energy? That would be kind of neat. Holy shit, what happened over here? Well, I mean, I guess I do need some meat, but geez, I didn't know they were going to line up for me. Alright, guys, come on. I won't chicken. I can chicken later. Alright. Alright, so where the hell am I going? Bunny? Still this way. More sheeps. That lag is a little crazy, actually. That sounded like a very unhappy sheep. Okay, so this way for more... What is that on the map? Where am I on the map? What is... Oh, that's rabbit. Okay. It's like, what the hell is that symbol? Okay. So, still more this way. Oh, tiger leaves, okay. Do 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 do. Kaboom! I love the random explosions. Took me forever to figure out what those random explosions were. So what you're saying is you know a lot more about streaming than you're letting on, because you clearly have a lot of information to go on. Alright, Pearl. Oh, son of a... Alright, Pearl's taking me back again, so I must have missed it. Overshot it. That's actually good news. That means I'm close-ish. Okay, I think this is water. Hey, where do you? Okay. I must have lost track of it. You know, I wish they would just fall where they're supposed to. Where did that one go? Did it land on a tree? It landed on a bloody tree. Well, fine. I'll get the bloody tree out of the way. Come down, me Pearl. There you are. Alright, so the dungeon, I think, is around here somewhere. And I think it just went down. I think. So that's a potential good sign. Is it a splash? You did hear a splash. Okay. And there's a 2 splash. Thank you for hearing that, because I did not hear that. So I think what that means is that it's around here somewhere. So I think that's going to be a good time to start going down-ish. Let's clean up some of this crap in the inventory. And let's get shovel. Yeah, that'll do. So, are we ready to go down-ish? I think I will just do my stairs down, so I'll start over here. Did I bring torches with me? I did! Huzzah! I just need to hit that so I can get my bearings on light. So this, by the way, the geothite, this is rock hounding. And this is one of like 6 to 8 different variants of iron ore, each of them giving a different quantity. So this one happens to be a 144 for a full ingot, but it also macerates down to 2, whereas the other options are quiet, kitty. Banded iron 36, geothite 144, bog iron 42. So there's a lot of options. Yeah, so not all of them process to liquid form equally, and not all of them grind down equally to their various components. So that's the other challenge that has been of rock hounding, is the tiered ore structure. So, I'm mostly just hoping that that wasn't a false alarm, or that I didn't misinterpret the sign. I'm pretty sure I did, because it kept pointing me back towards that little pool. I hear bats, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. I am, however, going to take this gold, because I am in drastically short supply of gold. I actually should take this coal, because I am in short supply of coal for torches right now. That's another thing, is multiple levels of coal with different burn values and all that fun stuff, so yeah. Do a side trip quick for finding cavern, apparently. I do not, however, see signs in this cavern of a dungeon. Normally you can see stairways and stuff like that kind of somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Fascinating. Oops, dug down a block. That's not smart, but that's okay. Alright, so yeah. I kind of want to pop the pearl again to see where it takes me, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to know the answer. Oops, went down too far. I need to grab some of that. Not quite yet. Let's make this place a little bit safer. I'm not entirely sure why I see dusk slash dawn over that direction, but I'm pretty sure that's just a chunk not loading in right. I'm not seeing any visible signs. Alright, and man's... I think the Enderman hit harder in this. Either that or I'm just really weak at the moment. Either way. bring a second chest piece with me. Right. Oh, seriously, guys, you're gonna hit me in the head when I can't see? When I can't even see you? Oh, that was almost hazardous. That would have been an unpleasant grave trip back. I'm also desperately low on copper, so I will take what I can get. So, guess I'm gonna have to pop a pearl and see what happens. That way, apparently. That's delightful. So that pointed me back this way. That does not tell me, however, where I went wrong. Alright. What's up, guy? Pearl, go forth, my pearly demon. I swear to God, it's gonna lead me into that pool again. Yeah. Trying to shoot me in the head. I get it. You hate me. Haha, he got bead. Really? Guys, seriously. Also, that pearl. Where did you go? Swear to God, this game will be the end of me. Fine. Screw you. Another pearl. So you're taking me that way. Wonderful. And are you going to take me that way as well? Or are you going to take me back that way? Would I be better off just digging straight down and hoping for the best? Screw you, trees. You're my way. Oh, hey, there's my pearl. There's my missing pearl. tree standing in my way. Will end all of you. Okay, so if I do this here, it should go that way and straight down there. Yeah. The hell was that? That pearl just got rocketed up into the sky. So it is apparently straight, like that way, like right there, that way. So what does that mean exactly? Oh, I'm tempted. I'm seriously. I'm also tempted to get rid of those damn bees because they keep stabbing me in the ass. In fact, I might do that. Do I have my smoker with me? No, I don't have. Of course, I don't have my smoker with me. So bees. That's not the right tool for bees. Stop it! Stop! Stop! Quit it! Stop! I don't like it. Bad touch. Stupid bees. Hate bees. Actually, I like bees when there's gendustry involved. I can do bees with gendustry. Not that I will have any access to gendustry anytime soon. Power modules are locked behind bronze gears and pistons. That's not bad. Genetics processors, however, are in the thermionic fabricator with diamonds, which I have had terrible luck finding diamonds so far. I think I've only found like 8. Advanced Mutatron is stuck behind advanced circuits. Gold gears. Oh god, large gold gears? Which is multiple gold gears around a gold block, so that's kind of scary. And then advanced circuits are under pulsars, that's not too bad. An empowered palace crystal plus white gold nugget. Of course, white gold. Which is gold, silver, copper, and manganese. Got it. Got it. So if it points down and actually hits a block like that, it's pretty much straight down, right? Okay. So I think what I'm doing is I'm filling in the pond. Screw the pond. Just screw the whole pond. I don't even care that I don't need to fill in the whole pond. It's just been aggravating me at this point. There. Whole pond gone. Fuck it. Alright. Now, dig down. Let's do that. Let's do alternating down. Some cobble on my bar just in case. I'm not seeing it. I'm at 12. Yeah, I'm at bedrock, and there's Nothing. Well, poo. So, I don't know. I got nothing. If anything, it would be. I think it would be this direction a little bit. I've gotten myself a little bit turned around, but I know it was angled down and either north or southward when it hit that block. So maybe that was indicating, an angled approach. But even then, I should have run into at least part of the dungeon during this descent. So... poo. Probably should work my way back up, I suppose. Hate leaving that copper behind, but oh well. I mean, I'm not seeing any hints. I'm not seeing any bricks or openings that looks like it might be a cave. Yeah, and every pack that I've ever played as well, it's been at least in the same vicinity as where the pearl goes down into the ground. So, do I do another pearl here and find out? Bloody hell. Yeah, it should be right here, because the pearl just shot up into the sky after it went down to the ground right here. So, I am baffled and confounded. Let's see, does this pack have no end portals that we can make? What about end cake or something along those lines? Hey, no, quiet. It's almost time to sleep as well. I mean, there's lavender shortbread, but I don't think that does it. Hang on, let me do the sleepy thing. Alright, have fun. Yeah, straight down. What the fuck? And the pearl goes launching skyward. I mean, I'd hate to think that I just missed it somehow. Get it. Jeez. Well armored. So I am concerned, as it were. Let's try to fix OBS while we're here. Settings, stream, output. Maybe? Let's see how that goes. Okay, so Pearl shenanigans. I have to see something. I have to. I know, hate me, hate me, hate me. Whatevs. Where are you going, you silly Pearl? You're going right there. Just right frickin' there. Just right there. Okay. So WTF. I found my other hole. That's mildly amusing. That quality is not any better. Awesome. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay. So I hear a bat around here, and that could be a sign. So let's see if I can get Journey Map to give me. So there's supposedly something there. Wait. I found bricks. I found bricks. I found actual, honest to goodness bricks. Well, that's a whole new ballgame. Okay. Let's clear out some of this nonsense. There we go. Oops. Apparently I can't navigate stairs. That's okay. Alright, need to prepare some more torches. Alright. Well, I heard the thing. I don't think I want to go that way. I heard what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Huzzah. We have almost liftoff. Almost. So we are a good 4 chunks away from where that thing went down. So apparently the pearl only shows you a rough generalization of how to get into the dungeon, and then you have to figure it out from there. So now that we are here, I need to bring 3 more pearls. So I actually had 10, and I just put down 6. So if I didn't have such luck in breaking them and or losing them and whatever, I actually would have had enough to start this portal and be done with it. But I'm going to have to work my way back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how to get up and out of here. Shouldn't be too terribly hard to find my way, since I didn't come too far to get in here. But then I will go make a trip back, get more pearls, hopefully get a better chest armor piece, and then come back and be ready to fight the dragon. I'm excited. I'm also terrified, but excited. But terrified. But excited. So, there's that. Okay, so I need to pillar my way back up. Awesome. Now I have a waypoint to the actual portal, which means I can dig a hole and a ladder straight down and be there in no time. Persistence in hole digging has paid off. Patience almost wore completely thin, but that's okay. Hey you, hey you, what are you doing living? What are you doing living? Okay, so end portal is over here. Jesus. So many holes. Okay. I'm not going to wander random holes now. I don't feel like it. End portal is over here. Poor Endermini. Poor Endermini. Well, this giant hole could have led me straight there if I knew it was there. Haha. Okay, so end portal is... Let's turn on the waypoints. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Waypoint beacons on. Right here. Okay. So right here. Who's growling at me? Someone's growling at me. Okay. Have to bring down 53. About a stack of ladders. About a stack of ladders. And then... Good lordy, I gotta get home. Good lordy. Yeah, good news is it's mostly a solid boat ride. That's good. Okay. Let's work on getting home, shall we? Turn off waypoint beacons, because they're annoying sometimes. Get my boat out. I'm on a boat. Go around the islands and that way. Okay. I'm gonna ram you. I also have not found a temple yet, but I also do not know if I need a temple yet. Or ever, honestly, because I know I can make prismarine in the atomic reconstructor. So I'm not entirely sure if there's anything useful at a temple other than that. I think you can get the scales and stuff from these guys. I'm not sure if you can get the boss item from these guys, though. But I don't know how much I need them, so yeah. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. I absolutely love the changes to the boat, by the way. They don't break on impact with silly little things. They're a little bit loose on the steering left and right, but they're faster. I think they're faster. I can't say for sure. They seem faster. They don't bounce off of you and skyrocket into a random direction when you exit the boat. They work, and it's nice. I like that they work. They broke those instead of breaking me. I like it. Where am I? Nearing reasonable land. No. I wanted my boat back. Never thought I would use a boat, honestly, but it came in handy. I'll take it. Oh, hey. I didn't even know this was here. I'll come back and raid you later. Maybe. Maybe later. Maybe now. Go. I've been wanting more of these capacitors. Hopefully I'll find one that works for my furnace. Nice hiding enhanced. Good crushed wonder capacitor. Premium hungry, incredibly crushed premium hiding wonder capacitor. I don't know what that would be. No freeze. Freeze bad. Enhanced hungry wonder. Good villainous good. I don't honestly know what any of those mean. Nice smelting, nice planting. So nice smelting is a good one for smelting. Nice crafty. Huh. I don't think I got any that are good for whatchamacallit. Oh, good lord. These things. Screw it, all of it. I will have to test them all out because I can't tell which one's which. That's fine. I'll take it. Ah, I got a map 0. And how do I get out? Here. Hooray! I have accomplished a thing. Home is that way. That's right. Over the hills, through the woods. Yeah, bees. Hell happened here? Oh, probably lightning strike, honestly. Hooray, I have made it home. Ah, home sweet home. Home sweet, not terrifying home. Alright, time for some inventory management. Ores. Ores. Blocks and other assorted doodads. So many capacitors. Would be really nice to figure out one that actually works in here. So, base 20 RF per tick, 100,000 RF, and 80 RF per tick. Very nice. No bonuses whatsoever. 40 RF per tick. Save that in case I have another one that's useful. 20. $80, nice. $40, okay. So I got two 80s and three 40s. That's pretty nice. So I will leave the 80 in there. And that means I will be building another Stirling generator at some point soon here. So the rest of those can go in there. The rest of the other ones can go upstairs. They will be useful for other RF or Android machines at a later date. Some are good for enhanced crushing output, etc., etc. So those are a very nice find. I'm glad there were so many of them because I was hoping to find more of those. What else do you have for me? I don't know what these ruins are for. I never learned what those are for. Let's go with that. And the rest can stay there. Don't know what these are. These I know for anti-rejection for the cybernetic mods, but I'm not sure I'm ready to go into that just yet. Impossibly hard wheat sticks. That seems like a horrible, horrible idea. Why would anyone make these? That's a lot of work for Mom Spaghetti. Especially if I'm just going to vomit it on the sweater. And it's needed for a tiny potato. Okie dokie. Sure, why not? Put that in there. Bees can go in there. That can go in there. That'll go there for now. Actually, that can come with me. And that can come with me. Yeah. These go into the other hut. Oh lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Don't have anywhere to put any of that. Okay, fine. Go in here for now. I'll never remember that I put them in there. Never see them again. Alright, cleaned out from my weird expedition. I need my arrows back. Need to obsidian up my matic a little bit. Okay, so 80 RF per tick should get me some decent energy here. Much better. Alright, so I'm doing fairly well. I did. I found the portal. It was actually the entrance to the dungeon was just shy of 6 or 7 blocks away from my my little borehole that I had dug. So I was very close. And I ended up running into my first stairway down as well. So I basically went down my borehole again and just started poking in random directions until I found it. And then I ended up hearing the same bats that I had heard when I was digging the stairway down. And I thought, let's go towards the bats. Bats mean cave, whatever. So I found the dungeon, and then I ended up finding the end portal, and then marking it exactly so I can dig a hole straight down next time. So I am happy. And I only need 3 more pearls to open up the portal. So that is nice. But I do need chest armor and probably a fresh helmet. So what do I have? I've got a helmet that I can refresh. And then that's 1 and 5. 1 and 7. Looks like I'm going with a nice healthy steel chest plate here. Probably should get real boots. These osmium ones are nice and healthy. Yay, armor. So real boots will help, and I probably should get better pants too. 5 versus 6 versus 6. Okay, I'll go with these. So I am nearly full on armor, actually, so that's quite nice. See if they did anything crazy with the enchantment table. They did not. I could technically do some enchanting, I suppose. And hope for the best? Question mark. I have never... Yeah, I've never done legitimate vanilla enchanting. And if I have, it's only been to see what comes out of it, and it's never been useful. So, I mean, I can do it and see what I get, but I doubt I'm going to get anything too terribly useful. That's 2 diamonds, which I know I'm slim on. Let's get this going. I have 8 diamonds. So I might pass on the enchanting for now. Do I have anything else that might be handy? Not particularly. I thought I had gotten a potion or 2 from witches, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I've got me food. I'm going to grab a stack of cobble to build whatever I might need to. I don't need torches in the end. I'm not going to stop them from spawning anyway. Alright. Well, here's hoping for a reasonable fight. Hopefully they didn't jigger with it and make it the Chaos Dragon or something stupid like that. I would not put it past the makers of this pack. So, are we ready to do the end? Yeah. I'm never ready to do the end, honestly. But I'm as ready as I can be, I suppose. I've got my 80-something shots and my ammo. You know what? I could throw on some quartz on there. How much quartz do I have? quartz? Let's do some of that. I'm wondering if I should save some of the modifiers for... Actually, I should save some of the quartz, definitely, but saving some of the modifiers for something like a diamond for more ammo, or an emerald or something like that. Maybe some unbreaking, perhaps, to potentially negate ammo loss, although I don't know if unbreaking works for that for arrows. I probably should research that before just jamming out a bunch of them in there. So that was most of my quartz, but I can always go back to the nether to get more. Alright, let's start this crazy journey back. Yep, I'm going overland, I guess. Nope, no other glider options. Okay. Yay, I'm brilliant! I forgot to take off my slime boots. You know, don't laugh at me. Because I'm laughing at me enough for that stupidity. I said no laughing at me, and you're still technically laughing at me from my last mess up. Yeah, I'm just so used to having them on. Honestly, I'm used to having the boots on nonstop. I'm used to just dealing with the hit in armor and not worrying about it. But yeah, that was fun. But that's just me. I am a tad forgetful. Not most of the time, not some of the time. Just straight up forgetful, like 100%. That's just the way I is. Oh, I've been teleporting with Journey Map like mad, but this is an end fight. I gotta at least attempt to do this somewhat legitimately. Also, I really wish I knew what was going on with that streaming spazziness. I know it's a setting, I just don't know what setting it would be. Stop being so pixely, this game is pixelated enough already as it is. Alright, no matter what the outcome of this end fight, though, this is going to be the end of it for me for tonight. I am exhausted from not bothering to sleep for long periods of time, so... Ooh, hey, a village. Ooh, hey, a jerk face. mark said village for looting at a later time. Indeed. Am I really just going to run into a bunch of ice flows? I think I am. That's what I get for trying to go a different way. Cool. There we go. What the hell is up with that tree? Oh, redwood forest. Awesome. I was looking for one of those. I'm gonna go check out the redwood forest. I wonder if my axe is even strong enough to tackle a redwood. Ah, they look like they're just a single log all the way up. Not the terrifyingly huge and thick redwoods I'm used to seeing. Ah, there's some. There's X-shaped logs. Good, good. I found something else useful from this trip. I didn't even know that was here. Very awesome. And a random Pam's apple tree. The hell is that noise? Oh, I think that's just generic Minecraft creepy sounds. Alright. Now, my one concern is if there's anything in the way of me digging a hole straight down. So I'm going to have to double up, just in case. Because knowing my luck, I'd dig myself straight down into a lava pit or something. Kaboom to you too. Okay, so double down as I go, just in case. And I am failing at the very basic concept of digging a hole. I am definitely just about done for the night. That's what you get for going to check something out. You're always going to get roped into something. That's why I just never leave the house. No, I just refuse crazy invites like that because I just know it's never going to be good. 29. 15 more to go, roughly. Oh, this bag emptied. Wunderbar. Okay, there's me portal. Oh, well, that's good. Free pizza's always nice. Alright, so, boots. Gonna dump my bag contents just in case. No, I need this. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. So, am I even remotely ready for this? I mean, the short answer is no, not really, but we've got things to do, and I can't do anything without steel. Well, I can't do much without steel, so it's gotta happen, and this is going to be unpleasant. Still pretty sure I'm not ready, but Geronimo! Watch me die spawning in or something. Hey, I didn't die spawning in. And I'm in a hole. What the devil is that purple stuff down there? Okay, fine. Where is the primary? Is it this way? Yeah, I think it's this way. What are you, purple stuff? You are celestial crystal from Biomes of Plenty. Oh, that is not the right way to go. Oh. It's the right way to go, but I spawned on a weird little platform thing. Wonderful, wonderful. Awesome, this is the best ender spawn I've ever had. Yes, I Geronimo'd. Oh god. Speaking of Geronimo, boots. We. Seriously, game. Seriously, what are you trying to do to me? What the frack, game? Ow! Jesus. Okay, you want to play it that way? I can do that. There we go. Got some. Okay. Let's try to get onto his level. Oh great, he's got one that's covered. Ow. That's brutal. Also, it's hard to see coming. Isn't he supposed to land at some point here? Ha, got him. There he goes. Oh Lord, loudness. So, I don't know exactly how I'm going to get up to those things, other than teleporting. Great, great. Pissed off an Enderman. Guess I could attempt to fly up there. Nope, I ain't gonna do it. Ha-ha. Ow. I am not going to make it because my bow is running out of repair. So I will have to do some focus to make sure that he repaired. I don't know how to get up there other than the laneway. Jesus. So, mental note, do not hit those crystals with your face. Okay, that was fun. So, that is my attempt for the night. I do not have anything else in me tonight. And that tells me that I'm going to need to figure out some other solution for the end. Because that was not fun. I honestly don't know how people could do that with just vanilla stuff. Because frankly, that fight is a dick. Yeah, don't hit ender crystals with your face. That's you can quote me on that. TwinMinds 2017. So, I am probably going to investigate roots and see if roots helps with the fight at all. See if the roots armor is useful. See if I can even make the roots armor. I believe it's something along the lines of get these pieces first, and then infuse them with diamonds or something along those lines. Where's my roots book? Oh, that's right. I used the I use the P to plaster it to the wall. There you are. Roots. Sylvan armor is diamond leather in a ritual. And defender armor is diamond and iron in a ritual. Okay. So maybe I'll make a set of the defender armor and see which one's better. Raw protection. In between iron and diamond armor. And auto repairs itself. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. Living tools just repair over time, so those aren't too terribly useful. Alright, I will need to take some time to figure this out, so I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for coming to watch White. You are the only person, other than that one who came in and gave me a little bit of grief for cheating, but that's okay. So, I'm gonna call it a night, so you have yourself a good one, and I'll see you around probably tomorrow while you watch us play other stuff. Peace!